Hi guys. Some of you might know that I am a mother of 2 teenage boys and 1 9-year-old boy. And I was listening to a podcast the other day. I listened to quite a few podcasts throughout the week. And this one was with Focus on the Family. And it was an interview with a woman. I got to tell you, I don't remember who it was because she said something and I thought, oh, that's interesting. And then I let it go, right? And then over the next week and then the next month, I started to think, oh my goodness, that was really good. And by then I had long lost track of who was even talking. But this woman was talking about parenting, and she talked about what she calls houseplant parenting. Let me explain this to you. I have one of my houseplants here to share with you. This is Fred. No, it's not really Fred. I don't actually name my plants. Do you guys name your plants? I don't. This is my coffee plant. Okay, this is not what a coffee plant is supposed to look like. Here, I'll show you what a coffee plant is supposed to look like. And then we have Fred here, who I've decided that's his name now. What happened to Fred is a little bit sad. When I first got this plant, it was beautiful. Well, it was tiny, but I started watering it, put it in the window. I have this one magical window in my house. It is a south-facing window for anybody who cares about house plants, and it gets lots of sun in the morning. And this plant was just growing and growing and beautiful and green and bushy. And then the summer came and I thought, oh, I should put this plant outside. It's going to love that. So I put it outside on the front steps and promptly forgot about it. And it was way too much sun and way too little water. And Fred became like this. No, Fred became way worse than this. And I had to cut off everything except for like 2 leaves that were the only ones still alive. And I put Fred back in the south-facing window and said, grow. And it was doing okay for years and years. And then a few weeks ago, I got a hold of an app that tells you when to water your plants. And it told me that this plant needed a lot more water. And I thought, well, I think my plant could be doing better than it is. And so I started watering and watering. I overwatered poor Fred. So poor Fred has been through just a lot of abuse. And this is what we have. Doing okay, doing a little better, right? You see, first I was just over-parenting this plant, and then I was under-parenting the plant. And now I realize what I need to do is water carefully and just kind of let the plant do its thing. You see, plants, like children, need different types of care at different stages of their life. And this is what I've been processing through with my teenage boys. This woman that I heard on the Focus on the Family podcast, when she was talking about houseplant parenting, this is what she meant. She was saying that when you're a parent of a teenager, you never know when they're going to want to talk. And you might, if you are the parent of a teenager, you might have discovered that they don't necessarily want to talk when you're expecting to listen. So you might come around and say, oh, hey, Joe, how is school going? What's going on? How are your friends? And he's like, Mom, I can't talk right now. Or, you know, he's on his phone or he's listening to music and he doesn't really want to talk. But what she says you need to do is be like a houseplant. Sit in the corner and just be around, because you never know if at 11 o'clock at night, they're suddenly going to say, hey, Mom, I want to talk to you about something. And honestly, they don't usually preface it like that. Just to warn you, if you expect, hey, Mom, I want to talk to you about something, and you think, oh, okay, so you're going to like put down your phone or your books or your projects, whatever you're working on, and then you're ready to listen. No, usually they just come up and start talking. And Owen, my son Owen, he's often maybe 2 minutes into his thing, and I think, oh my goodness, he's really talking to me. This isn't just like a drive-by chit chat with Mom. This is like, I'm talking. And so I think, oh, I got to put this down. And I put down whatever I'm working on and really get ready to listen. And that's what houseplant parenting is. It's being ready to listen whenever your kids might be ready to talk. Being like a houseplant, hovering, being nearby, because you never know when they might be ready to talk. So this is just my quick little Tuesday talk about parenting, something I've been learning about and I know I'm going to keep on learning more about. I would love to hear your suggestions, just helpful little tips about dealing with teenagers. Let me know in the comments. I don't know if you're listening on the podcast. If there's comments on the podcast, let me know there and I'll track you down and see what you have to say and be so thankful to learn from you. I hope you guys have an awesome day and I'll talk to you later.